Okay, YouTube, we got our cash. We're good to go. Oh, wrong pocket. Put it in this pocket here. Put my gloves back on, and then we're gonna head on. So, we're good to go. I didn't pull out much, just enough to have on me. Like I said, I tend to keep just a little cash on me on the weekend, because you know when you're out riding, you don't want to use your card in strange places. I actually did better than the guy next to me. He's over there cursing at the machine. I guess it's not giving him what he wants today. There we go. So back to my topic. What do you guys eat when you are out on the road? Are you trying to eat as healthy as possible, or is it that moment where you pig out and just go for it? And as I stated, you know, when we're out riding, there you go. You want your body to be as responsive as possible. You don't want to load it down with a ton of beef. I know I went riding with one friend of mine. He's from the city, and he got like a big, huge, what's he gonna call it? Chopstick sandwich. It was like a foot long, but the guy loaded it up. I mean, he loaded it up with steak and onions and all this other stuff. I was like, that it looked good. It was like a foot long, and I said, "Oh, you gonna eat all that now?" He said, "Yeah." I think within 40 minutes of us riding, he had to go to the bathroom. He was just like, oh, his stomach. He felt lousy. The food was good. It wasn't the fact that it was a bad sandwich. It was just a heavy sandwich, and his body was like, look, we out here. We got to drop this weight. We got to get rid of something. So out came the food. He wasn't prepared for it, I tell you that. And then once he went to the bathroom and stuff, then we were back on riding. Just another adventure to add while you're on two wheels. So I posed that question to you guys. What do you eat? How do you eat? Are you conscious of the food, or are you just enjoying it and saying, it's okay? It's all right what you eat, A lot of people say, hey, you only live once. Can you prove it? I know what they say. Some people say you believe in reincarnation, and they say you come back again. If you ever speak to certain people, they tell you about they could tell you about their past life and stuff. I always listen. I'm curious. Even my son, he said stuff. Isn't it amazing? Whoa, what is this? Leaves in the street. Okay. Isn't it amazing when you have kids and they start talking about stuff that you never spoke of? Or say stuff that you never said, and they just say a word? You're like, how the heck did you know that? And it's not on their cartoon channel. My son said some stuff to us when he was learning how to speak, and we was amazed. Like, where did you hear that from? We would call up Nana. That's my mother. Nana was my mom. Did you say this to the boy? No, she would say. I said, well, he was saying all this stuff. And we would laugh. I said, that's him holding on to it, remembering his previous life. He would say stuff no little two-year-old should say. It wasn't bad. It was pretty advanced. It really was. So, I'm a believer in a lot of things. I believe that there's life out there in this big, beautiful universe. Somebody was like, prove it. It's like, why do you always got to prove something? Like, just can't you feel it? All this space, and you think we're the only ones? There are other beings out there. That's what we are. We're beings. You know, we call ourselves humans, but we're human beings. You know, it's kind of silly to have a discussion with a person who sometimes they're just a little closed-minded. They don't want to believe anything. They're not open to change. Yeah, and I remember in school when they said there is no life at the bottom of the sea, and I did a report, and the teacher was like, you know, this is elementary school, and the teacher was like, well, it was a good theory, but I'm gonna have to fail you because there's no way there's life at the bottom of the sea. Science proved it. It's like, science did not prove it. There's life down there. We just didn't discover it yet. And how many years later, we find out there's life at the bottom of the sea. You know, and an amazing thing is they find life around those huge volcanic ports. I forgot what they're called. Where it's hotter than the sun, I think they said. It's the degree of the sun or something. You got these shrimp and lobsters and these sea urchins and all these other sea creatures living around them. And they're fine. They're not even dying from. We would burn up in it, and they are just comfortable. Oh, he's got a nice adventure bike. If I could just make this turn, I didn't get a left-hand turn or anything. Traffic is just rough. I'm gonna just have to be a bully and take it. So, you know, I find it amazing when people say there's no such thing, and then years later they always come up with it, and then what was a fact now becomes, you know, non-fact. It becomes a fiction. Well, back in the days, it was a fact that the world was flat, and it wasn't. Back in the days, it was a fact that the Earth was the center of the universe. That everything, even the sun, revolved around it. That was proven wrong. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm just rambling. So, I'm going to sign off. This was a quick blog today. You know, this is Crazy Cool New Yorker. And as always, ride what you love and love what you ride. Thank you.